Have you ever wondered why male character designs in games rarely spark debates, while female designs almost always do? From their clothing and body posture to how they represent gender, female characters often become the center of heated discussions. In this video, we're diving into the reasons behind this difference. So sit back, grab some snacks, and let's jump into this conversation. The design of female characters in games is often subjected to more criticism than that of male characters due to reasons related to representation, social standards, and gender expectations. This includes various aspects, from aesthetics and narrative to its impact on the audience. One of the main reasons why female character designs are more problematic is because they are often designed with a focus solely on physical attractiveness. Female characters in games are often portrayed with unrealistic body types or exaggerated proportions, such as very small waists or overly large breasts. Moreover, the clothing they wear tends to be minimal and impractical, even in contexts where protection or functional attire is necessary for the storyline. This makes them appear more like visual objects created to fulfill the male gaze, rather than characters with strong roles or personalities. In contrast, male characters are often designed with a focus on strength or masculinity, which is more widely accepted as the norm. While male designs also have certain stereotypes, such as muscular bodies and chiseled faces, these are rarely seen as problematic because they align more with traditional norms of masculinity. With the increasing number of female gamers, there has been a greater demand for realistic, diverse representation free from harmful stereotypes. While muscular bodies or macho appearances can also be seen as stereotypes, they are more accepted because they align with the prevailing social norms around masculinity. The appearance of male characters is usually more focused on how attractive the character is. Let's take the example of Yoshimitsu's design in the Tekken series. Yoshimitsu, one of the most iconic characters in Tekken, is known for his evolving and unique designs. His appearance drastically changes in each installment, making him a character that always grabs attention. In Tekken 1, Yoshimitsu debuted with a design inspired by samurai aesthetics, combined with cybernetic elements. He wore traditional Japanese armor with a futuristic touch, and his glowing katana became a distinctive feature. Then in Tekken 2, his armor became sleeker with more modern robotic details. His helmet resembled a demonic samurai mask, giving him a more intimidating appearance. His design started to emphasize his ninja roots while still maintaining his eccentric aura. In Tekken 3, Yoshimitsu's appearance began to take on a more alien direction. His armor became less traditional and more experimental, resembling insect-like exoskeletons. The glowing mechanical hands and organic form of his armor reflected a fusion of technology and biology. In Tekken 4, his design was one of the most radical. Yoshimitsu appeared as a grotesque cyborg, with visible skeletal features and an asymmetric look like an alien creature. His appearance became darker and more unsettling as the series shifted towards a more realistic aesthetic. In Tekken 5, Yoshimitsu's armor became highly ornamental, with intricate designs and a strong emphasis on his samurai heritage. His helmet had an insect-like appearance, combining elegance with his signature strangeness. In Tekken 6, Yoshimitsu's transformation into an insect-like figure became more pronounced. His body appeared more organic, with textures resembling a carapace. His weapons and movements reflected this change, making him appear even less human and more alien. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2, this design fused his samurai roots with more bizarre futuristic elements. He retained his insect-like features, but also incorporated traditional samurai aesthetics, such as flowing fabric sashes and a helmet reminiscent of feudal Japan. In Tekken 7, Yoshimitsu's design became very striking with glowing colors and an appearance reminiscent of deep-sea creatures. His armor and mask were highly inspired by marine animals, giving him a biomechanical feel. This design emphasized his evolution into a truly alien figure. Finally, in Tekken 8, Yoshimitsu returns with a design that combines elements from previous iterations. He still retains his samurai essence, but appears sleeker and more refined. The glowing accents, cybernetic details, and flowing cloak create an impression of both honor and threat. This design reflects the advancement of game graphics technology, with highly detailed textures and lighting. Male characters in games are often given more active, diverse, and influential roles in the narrative. They become protagonists, leaders, or important figures who drive the story forward. Let's use Carl Johnson, or CJ, as an example. In the beginning, we are shown how CJ, wearing only a white tank top and jeans, returns to his hometown, Grove Street. So how can we be attracted to CJ, who has a fairly ordinary character design? The answer is that Rockstar didn't want to highlight CJ's design. Rockstar wanted to show how character development plays a significant role in the storyline, like how CJ, initially involved in gang activities like a child, then gains the ambition to earn money to free Sweet from prison. This is where CJ builds many connections, such as with Cesar, Woozy Moo, and Mike Torreno. But instead of being grateful for his rescue, Sweet scolds CJ for neglecting his responsibility to maintain Grove Street. On the positive side, CJ is crafted with solid character development, while Rockstar simultaneously creates the worst character, Sweet, in GTA San Andreas. You can watch how awful Sweet's character is in my previous video. A good character development can also be seen in the main character of God of War, Kratos. The development of Kratos from the first game to God of War Ragnarok is significant. From a warrior filled with hatred and anger, he evolves into a wise and regretful father who values family and the future. Although still haunted by his past, Kratos strives to overcome old mistakes and finds ways to protect those he loves. His emotional journey represents deep growth, making him one of the most complex characters in the gaming industry. So, even though male character designs are often simpler or normal, they still manage to capture attention due to the important roles they play in the story. Male characters in games don't need flashy or controversial appearances to be interesting. What matters most is how they develop, their motivations, and how they influence the storyline. While female designs often become a topic of debate, male characters are more often evaluated based on their contributions to the narrative. So, do you think male character designs should be explored more deeply? Or is it enough to focus on their roles in the story?